Chosen One, you've been watched, misunderstood, and misjudged for far too long, but I allowed it. I let them speak, let them mock, and let them assume, because I was setting the stage. They saw your struggle, but I saw your strength. They whispered behind your back, but I was writing your vindication. What they don't know is that I've placed something inside of you that no lie can erase. My gift in you is not up for debate. It is divine, it is undeniable, and it is about to speak louder than every accusation. The very mouths that spoke against you will fall silent, not by your defense, but by the manifestation of my glory in your life. I didn't need you to clap back. I needed you to hold your peace so I could prove who you are. You've walked through seasons where it seemed like nothing was moving forward, but I was building in the silence. Every delay, every closed door, every misunderstanding was not punishment. It was positioning. I was placing you in plain sight while concealing the weight of what I planted in you. Because when I bring forth the gift, there will be no debate about where it came from. They won't be able to deny it, spin it, or explain it away. It will be too clear, too powerful, too precise to be from anyone but me. This is why I told you not to explain yourself. The gift I placed in you will speak volumes in a language they can't refute. I want you to understand something deeply. What I've given you is not ordinary. You're not just talented, skilled, or clever. You are anointed, appointed, and spiritually activated. What I've placed in you will break through atmospheres, disrupt systems, and shift the room. And you won't have to lift a finger in retaliation. Your gift will handle what your words never could. Your assignment is not to impress them. It's to awaken the world to my presence through you. That is why the pressure has been so great, the warfare so intense, and the isolation so real. I wasn't hiding you to hurt you. I was hiding you to preserve the purity of the gift. And now I'm unveiling what they never saw coming. The next time they see you, they won't recognize what's standing in front of them. You will not look like what you walked through. The pain refined you. The silence matured you, and the waiting qualified you for this unveiling. This is the moment where the anointing becomes visible, where the fruit begins to form, and where the gift can no longer be hidden. I'm doing it publicly because I developed it privately. I'm not blessing you to impress them. I'm blessing you because it's time. And when I bless, I do it in such a way that no one can take credit but me. This next move will be my signature, stamped clearly on your life. The attacks were loud, but your fruit will be louder. They will see the favor, the opportunities, the breakthroughs, and they will have no explanation. They'll go silent, not because they respect you, but because they can't deny me. That's the point, Chosen One. I'm not trying to make you famous. I'm making you undeniable. You will carry evidence so irrefutable that even your critics will have to say, this had to be God. That's why I let them talk, let them doubt, and let them watch, so that when I moved there would be no confusion. I will shut every mouth, not through arguments, but through demonstration. That is my way. You've wondered why I didn't let you defend yourself, why I kept you in the shadows, why your name wasn't cleared. But I wasn't just clearing your name, I was preparing your platform. Because when I release what I've placed inside of you, the impact will be bigger than vindication. It will be transformation. I'm not interested in just making things fair, I'm interested in making things fruitful, and the fruit I'm bringing from your life is going to feed more people than you can imagine. So no, I didn't silence the voices back then, because I needed an audience for what's about to unfold. Watch me use what tried to break you as the stage that builds you. This is how I turn shame into strategy. Every gift I give comes with a purpose. It's not just for you to be seen, it's for my glory to be revealed. You're not stepping into attention, you're stepping into assignment. And with that assignment comes undeniable evidence that my hand is upon you. Don't shrink, don't apologize, don't minimize what I'm doing to make others feel comfortable. I gave you this gift to shut the mouths of doubt with the roar of destiny. Chosen One, they were never supposed to understand the depth of what I placed in you. I didn't give them access to your blueprint, and I didn't give them authority to define your outcome. That's why their opinions have never mattered to me. You've been fighting a silent war trying to prove what I already declared. But the season of explanation is over. The evidence is about to emerge. I didn't ask them to believe in you. I asked you to believe in me. And because you did, because you held on when it made no sense, now I will show them what I placed inside of you. This unveiling isn't just about blessing, it's about making a statement in the spirit realm that my word never returns void. I told you that your life would be a sign and a wonder, and now I will make it visible. You're not going to have to force open doors. Doors are going to swing wide on their own. I am aligning favor with your name in rooms you haven't even walked into yet. What was once locked will now be laid open. What was once blocked will now be cleared. I am not promoting you based on timing. I'm promoting you based on obedience. And every yes you whispered in private is now creating echoes of opportunity in public. This isn't your elevation. This is my exaltation through you. There are people who dismissed you simply because they couldn't categorize you. They tried to fit you into a mold, and when you didn't conform, they walked away. But what they didn't realize was that I was molding you into something their minds could not grasp. I created you to be a disruptor, a breaker of cycles, a carrier of new wine, and a sign of what is possible when someone stays surrendered. They didn't walk away because you failed. They walked away because they couldn't handle the purity of what I placed in you. I set you apart on purpose, and now what they overlooked will become what they can't escape. You're not just being gifted, you're being vindicated. And the vindication will not come through arguments, responses, or reactions. It will come through impact, acceleration, and undeniable results. There's a reason I allowed the pressure. It was the environment necessary for the unveiling. The same mouths that mocked you will be forced to acknowledge what I'm doing in you now. Not because you made them, but because I made it impossible to ignore. My glory will rest so heavy on you that silence will be the only response they have left. Let's lock this in. Smash that like button. Subscribe to stay connected. Then comment 55. It represents covenant and fresh alignment. You're walking into rooms where your presence will shift atmospheres without saying a word. That's what happens when I move. You don't need an introduction. Your anointing speaks first. You've prayed for clarity, and now you're going to walk in such sharp discernment that no opportunity will confuse you. The days of guessing are over. Now you'll move with precision. I'm giving you eyes to see what others can't, and ears to hear what others miss. And with that vision, you'll see doors I hid in plain sight, doors only you can walk through. I didn't bring you this far to be denied. I brought you this far to dominate. This next season isn't about chasing, it's about attracting. You've sown, you've wept, you've obeyed, and now it's harvest time. But not just any harvest, this one is marked, it's prophetic, it's timed, and it's tailored specifically for you. They're going to ask how it happened so fast, and you won't be able to explain it in natural terms. Because what I'm doing is supernatural. What once took years will now take days. What was once delayed is now released. Chosen one, I'm going to make your name echo in places your feet haven't touched. Not because you campaigned or networked, but because I appointed you. I'm sending your name into meetings, your vision into hearts, and your impact into territories that need what you carry. They won't even know why they're drawn to you, but they will be. And when they encounter what I placed in you, their mouths will shut and their spirits will open. This is what it means to be undeniable. It's not arrogance, it's assignment, and you are walking in it right now. Chosen one, the reason they can't replicate what you carry is because I handcrafted your gift. It wasn't mass-produced. It was custom-formed in fire, tears, and consecration. That's why you never fit in, because what I gave you was never meant to blend. It was meant to break barriers. The sound you carry, the insight you release, the power that follows your steps, it was all designed for impact, not for comfort. I didn't call you to be accepted. I called you to be effective. And now every piece of that divine craftsmanship is about to be seen. What was concealed by process will now be revealed by purpose. You are not entering. You are being launched. I've watched the world dismiss what I was building in you simply because it didn't look like what they were used to. But I never called you to be familiar. I called you to be disruptive. There's nothing average about your assignment, nothing predictable about your journey. I made you different so I could do something different through you. You were not created to mirror others. You were formed to manifest me. And now I will place you in positions where your very presence reveals what religion could never produce. They'll see the evidence, but they won't understand the process. And that's exactly how I planned it. Do not despise the season where your name was overlooked. That was sacred. In that quiet place, I refined your voice, purified your motives, and expanded your capacity. The silence was not rejection, it was insulation. I had to preserve the potency of your gift until the appointed time, and now that time has come. I'm pulling you from the shadows not to prove them wrong, but to prove me right. Your release is not a response to critics, it's a response to destiny. You're about to become the answer to problems people haven't even realized they have. Because I've given you insight that breaks chains before they form. You won't just be relevant, you'll be revelatory. They'll wonder how you always know what's next. But the truth is, you're not following trends, you're following me. You're not innovative because of strategy. You're innovative because of surrender. And that surrender is about to become your greatest strategy. Watch as I elevate what others dismissed. I didn't make you flashy, I made you foundational. Chosen one, you're not being invited into the room. You're being sent into it, with authority, clarity, and weight. You will speak when others are silent and shift atmospheres with your very presence. Because the authority you carry is not man-given, it's spirit-breathed. You are my representative, my vessel, my voice. That's why you were rejected, because the room couldn't contain what I was building in you. But now I will stretch the room for your arrival. And when you speak, they'll know I sent you. This next stretch of your life won't be based on hustle, it will be built on favor. You're stepping into a rhythm of rest and release, not grind and guesswork. I'm going to make it look easy, not because it is, but because I've already cleared the path. The things that once exhausted you will now be carried by grace. The people who once ignored you will now inquire of you, not because you changed, but because I revealed you. This is the power of timing. And my timing is perfect. The shaking wasn't a sign of your downfall, it was the sound of your elevation. I had to disturb your comfort to release your calling. I had to agitate your surroundings to ignite your spirit. You didn't lose favor, you gained fire. And that fire is what will make you unstoppable. They'll think you came out of nowhere, but heaven knows how long you've been in the making. I didn't just anoint you, I appointed you. And now, everything changes. Chosen one, everything they used to discredit you is what I'm about to use to elevate you. The very things they mocked, your background, your silence, your peculiar ways, were ingredients for the gift they cannot deny. I never asked you to fit their expectations. I called you to break their assumptions. What they saw as weakness was divine restraint. What they called failure was me setting up a future they couldn't comprehend. That past they laughed at. Watch how I flip it into power. I don't need permission to bless you. And I don't need their validation to crown you. I let them laugh, I let them predict, and I let them assume because I needed them to bear witness. Witness to your struggle. Witness to your stillness. And now, witness to your rise. Because this next chapter of your life will not be explained by logic, it will only be explained by favor. I am doing something in you that textbooks can't teach, that platforms can't give, and that applause can't sustain. This is not performance, it's prophecy fulfilled. This is not revenge, it's revelation unfolding. And every eye that watched you fall will now see you rise. They are about to see how I make a spectacle out of obedience. How I take the one they least expected and place them in positions they can't enter. You won't need to talk over anyone. Your results will silence the conversation. You won't argue for position. Your gift will command it. And when they ask how, your only answer will be, God did it. That's how undeniable this moment will be. They mocked the process, but they won't be able to deny the product. I told you not to rush, not to retaliate, and not to explain, because I was building the kind of evidence that arguments can't erase. The level of blessing I'm bringing will force a quiet in rooms that once roared with criticism. Because I don't vindicate through petty responses, I vindicate through undeniable glory. This isn't just about favor, it's about fulfillment. The kind that causes confusion for your enemies and clarity for your purpose, and it's already in motion. Nothing can stop what I've initiated. I'm placing a weight on you now, not a burden, but authority. You'll walk in rooms and shift conversations. Your very name will spark movement, not because you demanded it, but because I declared it. People who once overlooked you will now look to you, not because they suddenly see you differently, but because I've made you visible. The days of being the secret weapon are ending. Now I'm making you the standard. What was once your pain is now your platform, and what was once hidden is now highlighted. Every delay you endured was attached to a divine date, and now that date is upon you. The clock has struck, the seal is broken, and the heavens are releasing what hell tried to block. I've been preparing tables in the presence of every voice that said you wouldn't make it, and they're going to eat the evidence of your survival. You are not coming out quietly. You are emerging with power, presence, and proof. I will not just bless you, I will brand you with favor, with clarity, with distinction. What used to blend in will now stand out. I'm not giving you opportunities, I'm making you the opportunity. Where others seek answers, they will find you. And when they encounter you, they will encounter me. This is not about a platform, it's about a prophetic demonstration. Chosen one, the same mouths that tried to discredit you will now be forced into reverent silence. Not because you sought revenge, but because I've turned your obedience into undeniable overflow. The glory I'm releasing over your life cannot be debated. It will speak for itself, and the sound it makes will echo louder than any insult they've spoken. This is how I fight for my chosen ones, not with arguments but with outcomes. Your breakthrough will not be subtle, it will be spectacular. And those who once questioned your worth will be stunned into quietness by what they see me do. This is the hour of their silence and your rising. I told you the battle wasn't about you, it was about what you carry. They didn't hate you because of who you are. They reacted to what I placed in you. But now I'm showing them that what they rejected was actually a divine deposit. I never needed them to believe in you. I just needed you to believe in me. Because your gift wasn't given for applause, it was given for assignment. You were not created to be liked, you were born to be light. And now that light is rising, uncontainable and unchallenged, watch how their opinions evaporate in the heat of my glory. You're about to become the living contradiction to every lie that's been spoken over your life. Everything they said you'd never be, I'm bringing to pass. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove me right. You are not rising because you fought harder. You are rising because I called it forth. Your elevation is not the product of effort, it is the reward of endurance. Every step you took in silence was planting a harvest you're now about to reap publicly. They called you finished, but I call you favored. And my word overrules every lie. I'm not just vindicating you, I'm exposing their misjudgment, but not for humiliation, for clarity. So they know not to question who I put my hand on again. You will become the case study of what happens when someone trusts me through humiliation. They'll look at you and realize the danger of doubting what I've ordained, not because you clapped back, but because I clapped louder with favor. I don't just restore what was lost, I multiply it until mockery has no more room. The ones who said you were too much are about to witness the more than enough. I am turning the narrative from pity to power. They thought they buried you, but they were planting my glory. What was meant to break you has built something unshakable, and now I'm raising you in such a way that no lie can linger in the same room. Your name is about to carry weight, not because you sought validation, but because I placed favor on it. You were never forgotten, you were preserved, and now your release is undeniable. I want you to understand this isn't random, this is prophetic fulfillment. Every delay was divine alignment. Every setback was sacred redirection. You are walking into days that will feel like prophecy, fulfilled in real time. The places that once closed their doors will now call for your presence, not because of who you know, but because of what you carry. I've branded your life with destiny, and destiny cannot be denied. Not even by those who tried to cancel it. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them whisper in confusion, because they won't be able to explain how you rose so suddenly. That's how I move. I take the low and raise it high, take the mocked and make them miraculous. I'm not promoting you because you were popular. I'm promoting you because you were faithful. And faithfulness is the soil in which my favor grows. You were overlooked by man, but never by me. And now your reward is rolling in. Chosen one, the silence of your critics is not the end. It's the beginning of a new order I'm establishing through your life. Their mouths are closing because I'm opening something higher, a new realm of recognition, restoration, and release. This is not applause, this is alignment. You're not stepping into hype, You're stepping into heaven's timeline. I didn't just bring you through for survival, I've brought you through for supremacy. And this new realm is reserved for those who didn't quit when quitting would have been easier. I trusted you with pain, so I could trust you with power. And now, the same mouths that dismissed you will have no choice but to witness your reign. They will try to find flaws, but your fruit will keep speaking. You don't need to defend what I've endorsed. I will make the blessing so undeniable they'll run out of words trying to minimize it. They can call it luck, timing, coincidence, but they'll know deep down it was me. Your life will preach without a pulpit, testify without a mic, and convict without a confrontation. Because I'm not raising you to show off, I'm raising you to shut down lies with results. The evidence will be irrefutable, and that's how I vindicate my chosen. They laughed then, but now they'll listen. Your name is about to walk into places your voice hasn't even reached. I'm establishing your influence in rooms you've never been in, with people you've never met. Don't be surprised when unfamiliar favor starts finding you. That's the sound of destiny tracking you down. I didn't build you to be local. I built you to be global. What I'm about to do in your life can't be stopped, denied, or undone, because this is not your doing. It's my design, and I don't fail in execution. The pain of being misunderstood was not wasted. It trained your discernment, sharpened your spirit, and deepened your trust. You stopped looking for applause and started listening for instruction, and because of that, I can now release what I held back from others. I don't pour oil on arrogance, I pour it on obedience. That's why what's coming won't feel earned, it will feel ordained. You won't be able to explain it, but you won't have to, because I'm placing something on your life that silences the need for explanation. Don't get distracted by their confusion. It's not your job to make them understand. You're not stepping into this next season to prove them wrong. You're stepping in because you're finally aligned. Your vindication is not about them. It's about what I've assigned to your life. I'm not blessing you to clap back. I'm blessing you to build forward. Let them talk to each other. You talk to me, and I will speak for you in ways they can't ignore. Everything you lost in the struggle will be restored with interest. Every no that broke your heart is being flipped into a yes that opens nations. You are not returning to what was. You are advancing into what never was seen before. I've prepared resources, relationships, and regions for you, and they are waiting for your arrival. This is not the fruit of striving. This is the reward of surrender. You laid it down, and now I'm lifting it up. Even your presence is becoming prophetic. When you walk in, chains will break, conversations will shift, eyes will open, hearts will soften. That's the glory I'm placing on you. It's not showy, it's sacred. And no one will be able to deny that you carry something beyond yourself. You will never again have to convince anyone of your worth. I've already marked you, and what I mark, no one can erase. Chosen one, the season you are entering is not just about your breakthrough, it's about the legacy you're about to leave behind. You were not born to just live. You were born to impact, influence, and inspire. What you carry will not only change your life, but will ripple across generations. This is why the struggle felt so heavy and the warfare so intense. It wasn't about you being defeated. It was about you being prepared to carry more than most. The weight you felt was not punishment. It was promotion. I am about to open doors, not just for you, but for the ones who will come after you. You are the trailblazer, the one who leads the way for those who will follow. Your life is the message, your legacy the proof that my promises are true. And when people see the doors you walk through, they'll know that I am the one who opened them. It's time for you to step into a new mantle, one that is not just about blessings, but about purpose. I've been preparing you for this moment, for this release. And now that you're here, it's not just about what you'll receive, but what you'll give. The favor I'm pouring on you is not for you to hoard. It's for you to distribute, to pour into others, to use to fulfill my kingdom purpose. Every blessing I give you has a divine assignment attached to it. And when people see the favor on your life, they will not just see you, they will see me. They will know that I am working in and through you, and that what's coming is a result of my promises being fulfilled. Let's lock this in. If this word is speaking to you, hit that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss out on the rest of this journey. Drop 55 in the comments It's a sign of divine alignment and the covenant of abundance being released over your life. Chosen one. The truth is, they never knew who you were until now. They couldn't see the depths of what I placed inside you because it was covered by layers of preparation and process. But now, as I open the door for you to walk into your destiny, they will have no choice but to see my hand on your life. The very people who doubted you will now see that they weren't rejecting you. They were rejecting me. And I'm about to show them that the blessing you carry is a result of my favor, my faithfulness, and my grace. Your life will now serve as evidence that what God has declared, He will surely bring to pass. You will stand as a living testimony that no weapon formed against you will prosper, that every trial and every test was only meant to refine you, not break you. The shift you've been waiting for is happening now. You're stepping into a season where you no longer have to fight for what's already been given. You will walk into opportunities, favor, and provision as a natural result of your obedience and alignment with my will. This isn't just about wealth or influence. It's about fulfilling the purpose I've assigned to you. You are a key player in the kingdom expansion that is unfolding before your eyes. As you step into your purpose, you'll begin to see everything fall into place. Doors will open, connections will form, resources will be provided. Because when I declare a thing, it shall be established. I know the weight of what you've been carrying has been heavy, but that's because you were never meant to carry it alone. I have been with you in every season, strengthening you, guiding you, preparing you for this moment. And now that you've come through, I will pour out favor that surpasses everything you've imagined. I am shifting your identity from one who struggles to one who reigns. Your past is no longer your story. My promise is. And what you carry will now be seen as a reflection of my glory. You are stepping into a season of divine fulfillment. This is not a temporary breakthrough. It's a lasting shift. The very thing that once felt impossible is now within your reach. The wait is over. And as you step into this new chapter, remember that you carry not just blessings, but the weight of my glory. You are the chosen one, and the world will now see the undeniable proof of what I've placed inside you. Chosen one, the moment you've been waiting for is here. The time for hesitation has passed, and the season for manifestation has arrived. What I'm about to release through your life will be beyond anything you've imagined. Your past struggle has made you strong, your silence has prepared you, and your obedience has positioned you. Now, it's time to step forward into the fullness of what I've ordained. You are no longer waiting for a breakthrough. You are the breakthrough. You carry my power, my favor, and my anointing, and everything you touch is about to prosper because of it. This next chapter is not one of striving, but of receiving. What was once out of reach is now yours for the taking. Don't look back. Don't doubt the process that brought you here. Every setback was a setup. Every painful moment, every lonely night, every rejection was not meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you for what's coming. You are stepping into a season where the doors of opportunity swing wide open and favor follows you wherever you go. What you thought was lost, I will restore. What you thought was impossible, I will make possible. I am turning your mourning into dancing, your sorrow into joy, and your waiting into winning. The struggle has ended, and now you will walk in the victory that's already been secured. Chosen one, it's time to rise and step into your calling. The world is waiting for the manifestation of the gift I placed in you. The work you've done in private, the years of quiet obedience, and the sacrifices you've made will now be publicly rewarded. Don't shrink back or feel unworthy of the glory I'm about to reveal. I've called you to this moment, and I've equipped you for it. Your gift is not accidental. It was carefully crafted for this very season. You are stepping into a time of influence, favor, and authority like never before. And as you step into it, remember this. It's not for your glory, but for my glory. I'm about to use you to reveal my power, my goodness, and my faithfulness to the world. The victory you're about to experience is not just for you. It's for everyone connected to you. Your breakthrough will not just impact your life, it will ripple through your family, your community, and even beyond. I've chosen you to carry a mantle of restoration. What you are stepping into will break generational curses and release blessings to those who are tied to your purpose. As you rise, they will rise with you. This is the power of divine elevation. It's never just about one person, it's about the impact on the kingdom. You are a vessel for the change this world needs, and I'm preparing you for the greatest impact of your life. Chosen one, do not be afraid of the responsibility that comes with the favor I'm releasing. You are well equipped. The anointing I've placed on your life is not for you to keep, it is for you to give. You are walking into divine assignments that will require boldness, wisdom, and grace. But I have already placed everything you need inside of you. Trust me to lead you every step of the way. When I open a door, no one can shut it. When I give you an assignment, no one can take it away. This is your time to walk in the fullness of what I've called you to do. The world is waiting for you to rise. The voices that once spoke against you will now be silenced by the power of your walk. The critics, the doubters, the haters, they will all fade into the background as you step forward into your divine destiny. They won't have anything to say when they see the manifestation of my favor in your life. Not because you proved them wrong, but because my presence in your life is undeniable. The blessings you are about to receive will speak louder than any word spoken against you. And through it all, I will receive the glory. As you step into this season, know this: your victory will be a testimony to others. The miracles I perform in your life will lead others to faith, to hope, and to healing. Your story is not just your story, it's my story being written through you. The world will look at your life and know that I am real, that I am good, and that I keep my promises. This is your time to shine. This is your moment to declare to the world that God is real, and He is still moving in the lives of His chosen ones. You were made for this, chosen one. Everything you've been through, every moment of pain, every time you felt overlooked, every time you wondered if it was all worth it, this is why. This is why I called you. This is why I kept you. This is why you are about to step into the greatest season of your life. Walk boldly into your destiny, knowing that my hand is with you and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The best is yet to come.